Oh, you just farted, haven't you? You farted, Devon. Haven't you? You just farted. You farted, haven't you? You farted. You farted, man. Hello, guys. Good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome to Queensville. Um, slight little change of plans for this week, guys. I had to switch this stream to tonight. Tomorrow, I can't stream at all tomorrow. And the reason being is I've got an appointment tomorrow, which I must keep. And that's the reason why I look red today, by the way, because I have been on a walk today with her. I have just been. I've got a very important meeting tomorrow, guys, and I cannot have tomorrow. I've got to have everything free tomorrow, so there's no live stream tomorrow night. Only tonight, guys. So that's the reason why I had to switch Queensville to tonight. But we'll be back next Tuesday. I just can't do tomorrow, guys, because I can't do it. But anyway, I am feeling really good. I feel like I have just been in the sun this afternoon. As you can tell, it's kind of a bit white here. I mean, kind of thingy there, feeling a bit weird. I've just been on a massive. Me and Debs has been on for a 2 hour. We've been on for 2 hours this afternoon in the lovely sunshine, and she is knackered now. She's poor thing's tired, and she's really doing so good. Anyway, so I've got a lot of new updates, guys. I have also got your face is red. I know my face is red because I've been on the walk this afternoon. I will be telling you what's happening right in the world of myself and all the studio stuff and everything else tonight, because I have had some really exciting news. In fact, this weekend has been very good. I finally got to see Jade on Saturday. Finally, we have finished our 2 recordings that we are at the process getting finished for her album. And tonight we're going to show you the artwork tonight. And you'll be expecting a video coming out from Jade this week, and we are releasing the next one, Judas, which is coming out hopefully this week. I don't know when, but she's editing the video and she's going to upload it on her channel, and you guys are going to love the video when it comes out. It's great. It's a lyric video. We can't obviously make a live video at the moment, but this is the next one we're bringing out. So we're hoping to get probably about 4 songs out from this album, which we're doing so well. Sounds great. Anyway, so the album is still going ahead. That's cool. So might as well show you the artwork for this. I'll get the artwork right now. So this is the first time you're ever going to see this artwork, because this was designed not by me. This was designed by Andy, and we've also had a good talk about this as well. That's fine. A couple of minutes. But give you time to guys get your questions in and stuff tonight. So that's the reason why I'm live here tonight instead of tomorrow night, guys, because the stream has to be moved. Because while I was out, was thinking I was doing live stream tonight instead of do it tomorrow to balance it out the week, obviously. But we'll be back to normal on Saturday though, which I will get to. Actually, I'll get the weekend in a minute. Because there's a bit of changes happening this week, which has gone a bit weird. So, because I could be going back to Jade's house this week to go and finish off the recordings. I've got a Skype call tomorrow, which I've promised to keep. And yeah, I'll talk about Skype in a minute as well. Don't know what's going on with Skype for some reason. Anyway, so loads to tell you. Right. So where do I start? Let me start with the weekend. So I was at Jade's house on Saturday. I went to hers for just the night, and we had a great catch up. It felt like I hadn't seen her for months. She has got back on track with what she's doing, which is fantastic stuff. She's feeling a lot better now, actually, since the last time I saw her. She felt like she was all like in her days and stuff as well, but right now she's feeling more like business type woman. Yes, so she's doing really well. So I went to hers on Saturday, and I was paying her back to read the tracks that we've already got for restitched, and she's very impressed with them. She's really impressed. She's very impressed with Judas. Judas was the last thing we finished, and she had the idea on Saturday. I can get Logan away for a couple of hours, and we can have a crack on with the vocals. And I said great. So we finally got recorded. We recorded 3 tracks. We went back to record Better Off Alone, just the part that we were going to do for the thing of it. And then we recorded The Pain, and then we recorded the Not to Stew, which is becoming to be a favourite of mine. Actually, I like it so much. And I'm getting questions saying, why am I not producing this album this time? There's a reason for that. Well, what I decided to do was not to actually get involved in this production this time. I mean, I only did one song, which was Reflection of the Truth, which me and Jade wrote. But I've gave her all the credit to write it herself. So she's technically wrote the whole album, to be honest. And so she was back on track, and she felt it was good to be back. It was good to get back with her again. It was really good work. So I decided that Andy would take full control of this project, and so did Jade as well, because Jade and Andy worked very hard to get this album notched down, and perfectly done. And all of it basically was Max. It was basically my idea, but Max's idea as well. And I said, I'd love to get this done. So we had spurred it off very well. We started recording in November. We finish it this month, and in June it'll be out. So it's pretty good because it's giving me a balance to what it is anyway. During that time, we're still going to get some tracks out by the time that this album comes out, which we're having a bit of a think about actually at the moment. But I'm not involved in this project. I'm not involved in this album at all. Although I am basically credited as an executive producer, because I'm basically guiding everybody on what they're doing. So I'm going there and recording the stuff, but I'm not actually sitting in the seat and mixing it or anything. So I thought, well, you know what, it'd be best if I took my recordings back now, or your recordings, and I'll just have them on the drive, and then we'll basically send them to Mac and let them do it. And so Mac has basically done this with Jade. I haven't, because I've allowed them to do it themselves, because I thought it was better to give me to still have the ideas what we're going around with it, and picking out variations of what we need to do in the songs as well. We've also been talking about getting a video shoot being produced. We're actually me and Jade had a great talk about that actually, and we're thinking about doing a couple of videos down there as well on the line. But it'll not be filmed here. We'll be filmed somewhere else. There'll be more news on that later. So we've got a new version of Reflection of the Truth coming out. Jade's going to go back into it, and she's going to release her new version of it, because she feels like the version that was put on YouTube, didn't sound right. So it was too much delay on it. So she's going to go back in and do that song. Yeah, first time I'm not on the desk on this one, because I'm actually getting ready to do Gothic Songbook 2 with Jade. That project's coming up really soon. In about 3 weeks, 3 weeks time, she's back. She's got still got a bit of uni work to sort and everything else. But 3 weeks time, she's back. She'll be back in here on the 13th of May. Because she can't do the weekend, because the weekend she's away. But 13th of May, she's definitely going to be here, and she is We're going back. Well, we have to go back to Prudhoe very soon indeed. So, but yeah, we're going to discuss that tomorrow. We're going to discuss everything tomorrow. But I'll just quickly say, guys, that the album's on track. But here is the artwork that you guys want to see. I'll put it on a different. Actually, I'll put it on scene 3, so I can put it on scene 3. And what I'll do is show you the artwork in a minute when I get it sorted out. I did have it on my desktop. Why is everything on my desktop? Oh, it's on downloads, isn't it? I hate this drive so much as well for me. Yeah, and I realise it's dark in here because I've got a dark feature on my computer now. Give me 2 seconds while I just show you the artwork for this. Yes, okay, right. So here is the artwork for Jade's new album. This is her new album, Restitched, coming out. The artwork was designed by Mac, and he is doing all of the artwork for this, and he did this brilliant image of Jade with her, basically with, it's kind of like the idea we went for when we did think about it from the Def Leppard side of it, and this is just really an amazing artwork that we really want to put on. So it's not the final artwork as yet, but it's a temporary artwork that we're doing at the minute because we've got to put a hyphenated restitched on it and make it more smaller. But it is sounding like, it sounds to me like this album will be really impressed. You'll be very impressed with what we're doing on it. Andy's duetting on the song called The Pain, which was shooting a video for that actually. And we've basically just had a great session on Friday. I've got a lot of ideas what I want to do with these next couple of videos for what we're doing. So we've got 2 videos that we're going to shoot. We've got, I think Mac's going to shoot it for us, and I think we've got this massive concept in mind for it. So there'll be 2 live videos done for that. Judas will be a lyric video. Reaction to the Truth's getting redone again, and then the other two. So there'll be 4 singles coming out. 4 tracks from this album are coming out, which is great for us because we finally want to get it. We heard Judas on the weekend, and we really want to get this one out next. It is brilliant. It sounds excellent, and you will be impressed with what Jade has done this one because we have done tracks on here that we have. This is different than anything that she's ever done, but we've gone back to the heavy rock feel for this. So that comes out. This album comes out in, I'll tell you when it comes out actually. It comes out on the May the 20th. Oh no, it's June. 17th of June it comes out, sorry. 17th of June it comes out. It comes out in June. So 17th of June will be the release of Restitched, and I tell you what, you will be impressed with what we've done on this album. And I think this is probably one of the most genius albums that Jade and Andy's done, and I haven't got no involvement in this at all. But I let them I said, listen, do what you want to do. But I have to say, Andy basically had all this in his brain, and he just came up with so many ideas. I had nothing. But only one track I did was probably Reaction to the Truth, but I'm not credited the producers. I just did it, but I say Jade actually produced it because I didn't do it at all. But I was very impressed with the artwork and everything else. But no, it's not finished yet. Still a lot to do in it. But it's sounding very impressive. So awesome stuff. So yeah, it was awesome. Right, so let's have a look. Went down to Life on Friday. Our first song was played down there, and Kev liked it. Nice one. Oh yeah, because you recorded that song, didn't you? You were telling me about. Yeah. I haven't heard it yet. No. Mr. Metal's here. I have to say, if you guys if you have heard the news, Mr. Metal was offered to work with a webzine company, and he has produced his first ever review. I loved it. I really, really loved it. It was awesome. It's cool, and it's good. We plan to fully publish the song on June 17th. That's when that's when this comes out. Yeah, that's when that comes out. Anyway, but look out for that album now. But anyway, I want to I want to touch on something about last week. Right, as you all know, right. So I have to confirm this now because it's something that people got confused about what I was saying on Saturday about this album. Because there was people saying, is it on, is it off, is it on, is it off, is it on, is it off? Well, all right, so, okay. A lot of people got confused the day I did this thing because people were kind of going, oh, is it on, is it off, is it on, is it? It's kind of like people were understanding what was going on with it. I'll get out of this later, okay? I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you what's happening with this at the minute. Because something else is going on. It's the second anniversary of the band starting out on that day. Lovely. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's cool. And Mr. Metal has to go. Anyway, Gaming Heads here. Hello. Hope you're feeling better, my man. I'm having biscuits, by the way, because I am starving. Something has come up. Okay. Okay. See you later, man. Anyway. Okay, so let me discuss about this. So all you know is that this is not longer getting produced. What we've decided to do, out of generosity of herself, I have talked to her about this actually. She, when the time comes, we're not going to release an album. We're only going to release songs on YouTube for her. Great idea. And we are still going to release Fallen. We're definitely going to release Fallen. She definitely wants it out. Then we're going to release Your Scars. Then we're going to release another song from this album, which we might be releasing, Fan the Flame. So we're still keeping the artwork, but we're doing now tracks that'll be her tracks to keep from this album. The second album that we have planned for her, we are still going to put it on, but now we're having to think about, which she probably knows about. We had thought about some of the tracks that were on the second album to bring it on this one and change it a bit. So it's still going to happen. At the moment, we don't know when, but soon. In fact, I'll be getting back to her about this probably this week anyway. But I have an idea that might work. Instead of putting this out, something else will come. I love the artwork for this. It's great. I've got to say a brilliant thank you again to Michael in Holland who designed this artwork for her. And this artwork will be up there for life because I just love this artwork to bits. But a lot of ideas are coming up, guys. And tomorrow is going to be good. Tomorrow's going to be good. It's not going to be involving the dog because she's basically going to be around and up and down and stuff tomorrow. But I'm going back to doing work tomorrow for Gothic Songbook 2. So I don't have to now think about anything happening with this restitched one because this isn't mine. This is Andy's and Jade's. And whether there'll be a follow-up album for it next year, well, it might be on the cards because we were talking about Secret Voice. And we actually had an idea not to do the whole album because we were thinking the other day, instead of releasing like the main Secret Voice album, was to really think about doing something else, which is going to become pretty good. But if there's plans to do a second album for Restitched 2, possibly, because it sounds to me like we've left off 2 songs, by the way, off this album that we had to leave off, which was Swallow You Down and the Cause. Those 2 songs were not finished, and we didn't get time to finish them. So we're leaving those off for her compilation album coming out. She has a new track coming up called Those Words. That sounds still fantastic. She's also, and this is an exclusive for you guys, this is exclusive, You will never hear this ever again. Because we've got Gothic Songbook 2 coming out, Jade has shown me a copy, what she did, of The Sound of Silence. I've never heard a female version sing it. I've only heard a disturbed version of it. Paul Simon wrote the song. But Jade's recorded a version of The Sound of Silence. And she wants to bring it out on YouTube. And I'm telling you, that will be the biggest thing she'll ever have on her channel, because right now she's nearly up to nearly 2,000 views in a few months. She puts Sound of Silence on. If she uploads that, she will be praised so well for that version. And she's recording an extra. She hasn't finished it yet, but she has recorded another bit for this one, which is going to be happening. But it sounds amazing. So I really have to say something. She's got to get that released. She's got to put it out, because the people will go crazy for that. And I think everybody will probably play that version in the clubs than anything else. I'm telling you, you've got to get her out, Jade. But she is releasing Judas, and she's releasing Sound of Silence, but it might be only on YouTube, because we were thinking about putting it on as a bonus track on the limited edition of this Restitched album. But she said not to do that because it doesn't work. And I said, but yeah, but listen. What's that? This one nice. Oh, birds. But if she does, that'll be really cool to get some playback for it. And she so deserves all the credit for all this that she's done. She's just been doing so much work that I just didn't know about. And by the time she's been really thinking about doing songs, she's really thinking about doing more writing as well, which has been coming up great. Damn birds. You can hear birds. There's some birds on the top of this roof, and they like to get clammed inside the thingy. Things on it. I keep thinking there's mice in here, but there's not mice in here. It's only Evans in there. But yeah, I basically got. But this year, guys, is completely. Well, it's actually not bad now, because I know for a fact we were trying to get JoJo stuff out, because you guys were all raving about it. But like I say, we've got an idea coming up that might work actually. But we're not going to do like a full album with material. We might just do an EP of the stuff. To cut it down a little bit, because it's too long. So I have got a plan, and I'm going to talk to her about that, hopefully on Wednesday when I see her. So guys, lots of things coming up. The gig side of things, people are asking us about gigs as well. Well, we might be getting sorted back out with that again, actually, because we could be going back down to the Castletown Community Centre. Are able to help us out, but she wants a live band there and everything else. But hopefully something's going to come up with that. Well, we'll discuss that later. Anyway, okay. When you come back from the gym and you can't barely hold up your hand, put something in your mouth. When you came back from the gym and you can't barely hold your hand up, put something in your mouth. When I was down at Life, the songs I asked them to put on, it feels like the metalheads have taken over. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you what's funny about Life. I'll tell you something about Riley's in the town. There's Riley's have got rules there. They've got certain rules that they have to abide by. Which I actually have to agree with. Riley's are not allowed to play anything too heavy in the place, because that's how a variety for everybody to have a listen to. You've got your punk stuff, you've got your punk's kind of boring really, but anything like kind of like Jade's side, like Burn, you get to play. That's fine to play. It's just the other stuff that you can't play. It's just that they've got bloody daft rules down there, which you shouldn't be doing really. You should just let anybody play what they want. No, you're not allowed to play any heavy stuff. No, can't have that. What, Boston Born the Fin is not heavy enough for you? But yeah, I got in the blast Immortal, Carcass, and Obituary. Good stuff, man. That's what they should bloody do. But that's only later in the night though, because you're playing the played stuff. It's when they start off, they've got to start off with Guns N' Roses or Metallica. Something that's known. Anything unknown, they don't play. But everybody's got to have their own. Everybody's got to have their own thing about it. Which, my opinion, is fine. It's fine, but I just get a bit sick of it all the time. It gets boring for me sometimes. I feel like there's no sort of like energy back from the guys at all. To be honest with you, the Thursdays are becoming a bit boring now because they're not very well. They are kind of there, but they're not really there, but they're there anyway. But I suppose really think about it, it's not too bad. So yeah, you can't go wrong with that really for it. I suppose it's not too bad at all. The thing you're doing. Okay. I'm just gonna put my things on while I tell you guys. So, as I put my feet up, I have to tell you something that happened to me. Well, it's happened to me apparently. I don't know what's going on. It's something very weird. If anybody's got Skype, and have been getting weird messages from Skype. What is going on there? I have no idea. Skype, apparently there's some activity going on with some accounts. I've got 7 messages on my Skype that said they must have all been blasphemy ones, but Skype's been playing funny buggers. So I opened my Skype up this afternoon. I got 8 messages from unknown people who just basically randomized everything. So apparently these were all spam ones. So they're saying, you want to see naked pictures, you want to do that business. I'm thinking, no, thank you. I'm not a person who does that sort of thing. So as far as I'm concerned, I just deleted them. I just said, go away, not interested. Total crap. So be careful with Skype, guys, because Skype's becoming to be a funny bugger. Anyway, well, something bothered me. Me, David, and Dom were sitting on the table near the stairs. And Owen came along. We were having a laugh. And then someone came over and said, my boyfriend's been... What? This isn't a place to actually post this, but I'll say it. Sexting me. And all I wanted to respond with is, what the fuck do you want me to do? I'm not getting involved in a relationship problem. I'm not Jeremy Carl. I don't understand what that's all about. Nothing to do with me, mate. Move on. Don't know what it's all about, mate. Don't care. That's just all silly. But Riley's is a good place to go to. I mean, don't get me wrong, Riley's is great. It's just some weeks I don't bother going because it's just like expensive. I mean, last time I was out there was probably on like a month ago. But like I said to some people, I don't go out much now. I'll only go out if I have enough money to go out on the night time. Like say, this week I can't go out because I'm keeping all my money saved up for Sunday. Sunday's all getting sorted out now, and I'm going to Mark's on Sunday to start filming his Queen collection. But we're all going out for a meal first, obviously, and then we're having a Queen night and drinks and stuff. And he's got all the drinks in for us. It's like great stuff, mate. Good. So we're getting a Queen. We're doing this Queen collection in the afternoon. Then I think we're all going out for a meal, and then I think we're all going to go out for a couple of drinks, and then I think we're just going to have a good chat and talk about Queen and stuff. And his band's going to be there as well, so we're all going to watch the movie that night. So it's going to be a hell of a day. It's going to be brilliant. I'll probably end up staying at his all night, because I probably won't get back on a Sunday. Because Sundays are terrible to get back on the night time. So I think I'll just stay his all weekend. So I'll be going on the Sunday, and then I'll be back on the Monday. Well, I won't get back on the Monday because I'm actually going to be. I need to get back because I've got business on Monday. But yeah, I'm not. But yeah, I'm kind of like I've got into this role now of trying to save the money up so much, which is kind of good for us as well, which is fine. It tells you could tell Mark he's going to get the Blu-rays within 2 months. Could you also print the artwork for him? Yes, I will. In fact, Mark has actually been on the phone about that. Actually, yes, I was just going to say about that. Yes, he will get a copy of it, but I'm gonna print off that again. But one thing you can do, Gaming Head, or if you want to Skype me tonight, I mean that's fine by me. If you do you want to Skype tonight? If you want to Skype, because I'll let Skype you. If I'll say this now, if you could just get that goddamn text bigger on that back, that would be better. Because yeah, I would like to get a new copy of that really, because I can't see the text at all on the back side, mate. So if you could sort that out tonight, would that be possible? Or we could Skype tonight if you want to, because I'm free. I'll be free tonight. I won't be free tomorrow. No, I'll do a new artwork. No, I'll do a new artwork on Sunday. Right, okay, well that's fine. Sunday, me and you. Well, it's like I won't be here Sunday because Sunday I'm with William Mark because I'll be filming on Sunday. We're actually using 2 laptops to film. I'm using my Toshiba. And Mark's got a new laptop now. I'm glad about he's got a new laptop. He's using Windows 8, which I hate Windows 8. I don't like Windows 8 at all. But he said, could I actually upgrade to Windows 10? I says, yeah, you can, anytime you want. But I've got about. I says, I'll do it for you if you want me to. I'll just put Windows 10 there if you want. No, I'll so till Friday. So what? So till Friday, okay. Oh, you mean what is that? Is that where I'm going to be? No, I'll be here on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll be here. Which obviously I don't know if Saturday's going to go ahead because Saturday it might be a bit awkward because whether I've got to do a Queensville on Saturday, whether I've got to do there's something being arranged on Saturday which I can't remember what I'm doing. But something's been arranged on Saturday and I don't know what I'm doing yet, so we'll wait and see. So, but anytime, mate, that's absolutely fine by me. Just send it over by Google Cloud. I'll do the artwork till Friday. All right, got you now. It's fine. Just the text on the back, so just the front and the back's okay. Just the text is too small, but I could do a reprint of that off with some nice paper I've got. I've stuck some nice paper in there. And I'll do the labels again. I've got some brilliant new labels that don't rub off actually, which is really good. But I might have to start getting plastic film for it. So it's like plastic sticky film for it to put on. But I might have to. But apparently there's a thing on that the instruction manual for the printer. You can turn down the heat of the toner, so it doesn't rub off a lot. Because apparently the tone settings are a little bit too high for it, and that's why the heat doesn't transparent it very well. But laserjet printers are really good, but they're very, very heat transparency is a little bit of an issue with it, which is kind of a bit of a thing with it. So I have been today. Today I was in Washington with Devon, and everybody's watching my post, and what I posted today. We went to a place called Cherry Blossom Way, which is near the new what's it called? Amazon warehouse thing and stuff as well. And Gaming Head's also just reminded me something about that. Gaming Head ordered me a new. Well, he didn't have to, but he ordered me a new phone back. He's ordered me not the wallets, but he's ordered me one of these for the back of the phone, and he's ordered that. He ordered that on Friday. It should be coming to mine soon. And in fact, I mean, I was wishing it was a wallet side of it, but he says not a wallet. It's just the main thing for it. And I said great, so I can take this back off, and I can actually put my Queen phone on the back. so it'll look amazing. So I said, if you get me the what was it, the Wembley one, that's the one I really like. I have to have, so it's nice for them to do that for me. That Mixer's here. Hey, my man. Yeah, I messaged you before. I was going to message you before, mate. I forgot to message you before about what was going on. But yeah, so 2 Blu-rays will be fine. Oh yeah, Gaming Head. There's one thing. Don't make the Blu-rays like I've got it. Right? Don't make them as a file. Make them as a proper Blu-ray, because he's got a Blu-ray player now. And as long as he's got that, that's amazing. And I'll give it to him when I get the art. When you send me over the stuff again, which you did before, which was really good. So I'll print the artwork off, I'll print the labels, you send me the discs and send over the Blu-ray as well. That's cool. DVD version of it we'll be sorting that out later when we get a DVD version sorted out for it. It might be a bit smaller on it, but you can actually get double layer discs, double layer discs, 8 gigs, double layer DVD discs. They're well worth doing it and stuff. It's cool. He says, I'm not stupid. I know they play. I know they can. I know. Just be. Well, you have to play on a laptop. I mean, you know. I got my laptop fixed finally. 40 quid. Not bad. To get a new hard drive replacement with a 160 gig put in. If you also heard this laptop, I have a G56. There was something back in 2010, 2011. It got a 17-inch also. 20 quid for the 160 gig hard drive and a 20 pound to get it fixed. The guy is spot on. Nice one, mate. Good price. Yeah, that's not bad. That's a good price. You should really upgrade to an SSD, to be honest. I'm about to buy a new SSD for that goddamn Toshiba there, and they're actually selling them online for £25 for the A-Data 240 gig SSDs. And they are really well worth getting them as well. They've got plenty on stock on eBay, and I've been trying to buy one, but like I say, money's a bit tight at the minute, so I've got to wait till. Well, I have to wait until I get this other thing out of the way first. So I get all this other stuff out of the way. Yeah, I have seen that online. It's honestly the A-Data SSDs, 240 gig, 25 quid, really really cheap. I was actually hoping if Gaming Head is watching this back, I wondered if you could get me an SSD for a cheap price. How long have you been on for? I just went to Chippy. I've only been on for about 40 minutes. Well, say 30 minutes because we had a 10-minute start. Oh, we've been on for half an hour. Maybe not too long, actually. Anyway, I'm going to tell a joke. A Roman soldier said he wants 5 drinks, and he proceeded to hold the V fingers. Well, that's a nice joke to start off at Queensville's tonight, isn't it? That's good. Has you ever thought of getting a tattoo on your arm? Yes, I am. The thing about me and tattoos is I get a bit wary about getting a tattoo of the hurting and the pain and the, you know. Yes, I mean I have been on about this many years ago. Chris has obviously told me I should get one, and I really should get one myself. But I just think the pain's too much to do it. So best advice is really speak to JoJo about that, because she's had many tattoos in the past, and she's nearly got all the tattoos she needs. Tez would cry and faint if you got a tattoo. I think no. I would just kind of be very, very calm and just let him get on with it. But whether it's going to be painful, that's the only thing that I'm worried about, is the pain. But yeah, I'll definitely will be getting one. I think I need one because I think I should get one up here really for this area. That would be nice. Just to get a nice tattoo there, just to show it off to people and, you know, say, hey man, you got a tattoo. Yeah. Yeah. I really actually want a restitched tattoo. This is actually something very interesting, guys. There is merchandise getting produced for restitched. Finally, we're getting t-shirts produced, and it's the biggest thing we're ever going to do. It's amazing. So yeah, we're starting to do our own brand of clothing now for restitched to be getting clothing on it. We're getting the version of restitched with Jade on the front, and then the logo on the back. But Mac is designing all these t-shirts. I've got no involvement at all. But it's something really, really cool. Tez, have you heard of Omega? Right? Have you heard of Omegle? And have ever used full of dicks on there? I don't mean men who are dicks, but the own dicks who want ever to speak. What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Moving on. I'm not a fan of tattoos, so I don't know why someone said to me, you're a rebel if you don't get a tattoo. You're not a rebel if you get a tattoo. But that's the thing about tattoos, right? Now, JoJo, who watches Queensville a lot now, she's getting a lot like my live streams. She's got 5 tattoos now. She has got... Actually, this is something... She's got the 2 tattoos on Dead Inside. And she's got one with a name on it, which is down here. She's got one on the leg, one on her, one of these, I think, I don't know. And then I think she's got one on her arm. She's got like a big, before that was actually taken, she's got a big, I can't remember, it's a cute thing that she's got, black thing, but she wants to get more. Jade's got a load. Jade's got lots. She's got one on her leg. She's got 2 on her legs. She's got a tattoo on here, if you see it for her pictures, and she's getting another one on her arm, I think, which she said was going to be pretty pricey to buy, but then again, I mean, I like tattoos a lot. I love them a lot. I mean, I've just watched a real life documentary on a Real Stories YouTube channel. I love watching that. Started to watch this thing called The Girl with the Fake Tattoos. Well, apparently the tattoos were just basically wood water and just basically pouring a thing. And some people, she goes in the streets and she asks somebody, and she said, "Can I use your phone to call somebody?" And the only reason they were doing that was because this person had tattoos on her head, but it felt like it was down this side of her face, like this, all the way around. And they didn't know who she was. They were trying to identify her. So the film crew are filming it. There's a point in the film, I don't know why it happens, but she cries in it. She gets upset because I think like she realizes that nobody wants to talk to her and she's getting ignored. But that's no reason why to get upset about that. But saying that, if they don't know who she is with the tattoos on her face, that can be a bit hurtful to somebody, saying you don't know me very well, you know. But it's very, very unusual for what it is anyway. But it was a very interesting documentary. That right, I've got something else to show you guys. Right. So I have got a... Mark's here as well. Good evening, Mark. Good to see you. Yes, Mark's finally got a laptop. You can finally watch my live on my live streams. It's really, really cool. Good evening, man. I'm doing well, mate. Doing well. Well, I'm sorted for Sunday, mate, by the way. Sunday's okay. Sorted out. She's okay. Mum's okay. Everything's good. Everything's great. Right. If you missed my stream, you wind back to the beginning and see what you want to feel about it anyway first. Here is the artwork, by the way, for Jade. This is the artwork for Jade's album restitched, and I'm telling you, going to be good. It's going to be good. He says, thanks for sorting my laptop out, mate, on Friday. Thank you. Yes, no problem. Right. Might need your help on one thing when you're free. I'm free after the stream, mate. I'll be free from 8:30. Give me a call. Give me a call. I'll connect your laptop again. So, yes, we're all here tonight. Okay, so something else happened this week. It all happened. Actually, let me show you what came through the mail first. Right, I got a package through eBay. I ordered this on eBay. Just have my address first. I ordered this on eBay. Right now, you're probably all thinking, what was in this package? What we got now? Well, this is the thing. Right. So I got this thing on Wednesday. I ordered it last Friday. I thought, you know, Easter's coming up. I thought, you know what? Why don't I just order something on eBay that I really wanted to buy? And I've always wanted to get something for my keyboard that was going to be really, really good. Hence the fact it's still in there. It hasn't been opened up since the week I did it. But here is something that I ordered. I'm not happy with. No. And neither is Mac either, because Mac's first problem was it's good, but it's absolutely shockingly terrible. No wonder the bad reviews on this were terrible for it. What it is I got this. I ordered this on eBay, which is a MIDI USB. Okay, and if you don't know how MIDI works, basically these two MIDI cables go into the back of the Beast, and then this goes into it's a long cable. USB goes into USB, right? So here's what happened. Powered up the Beast, put it on here, powered everything in, put the cables in, put the USB in, fiddling around the settings on the program I used, everything was going great. Bad story about these. Don't buy these at all. Apparently they delay. The delay on the keyboard is terrible. Now Mac tried it on his he's got a brilliant little synthesizer, which is a MIDI synthesizer. His is brilliant, but it's for some reason put it in his thing and it delayed like shit. And I said, what's causing that? And it says it's this. And I said, what? I said, well, how much did you pay for it? It says £5. It says, no wonder it's £5 because it's just a piece of crap. So I'm determined to send it back to the guys and tell them that it just doesn't work because it delays like shit. But what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and play around with this a bit more, and I want to see if I can get the delay off this thing. It might be a possibility to do that. And in fact, I'm glad I didn't chuck this out because this thing was well worth keeping for it as well. So I am going to keep this, and I might be able to fix it because I have an idea that might work actually. So I'm not going to get rid of it. It's absolutely fine. I'm also going to start doing more VHS tapes again. In fact, the thing I had last time, the USB capture card that I had, I should never got rid of that now. Which was a great thing actually. Yeah, I had a few problems with it before when it didn't connect and the audio was crap and everything was bad for it. Well, I'm gonna actually redo that. I'm gonna redo some more video VHS tapes again because I really miss it a lot actually for it. Yeah. So yeah, it should be a interesting thing. So it should be good. It's cool. But yeah, Mark, if you're available tonight, mate, I'm available for a call tonight and help you out with a new computer. By the way, Mark, if you're wondering what I was just mentioning also about Windows 8, you need to get Windows 8 off. get Windows 8 off your computer, upgrade it to Windows 10 for free. Just download it for free. Just get it. Get Windows 10 on your computer, for God's sake. Because it's just, Windows 8 is a nightmare. It's just like, it's a complete nightmare running Windows 8. So Windows 10, definitely get Windows 10 downloaded for free. You just get it for free, download it on the website, and download that. That's cool. But Windows 8 is terrible. It's not one of the best, it isn't one of the best things in the world. But saying that, for people who need to use Windows 10, Windows 10 is the best one. And Windows 10 is the best. And it is absolutely amazing. It's cool. Let me have a look. Let's see. Let's have a look. Okay, this is understanding. I also sent you Houston on, by the way. Yes, you can. Yeah, Houston gig's pretty good as well. Yeah, Gaming Head's really good at these DVDs, and Tanya is really, really good indeed for it. It's brilliant. It's very cool. So, yep, that's fun by me. I've got any questions tonight? Turns out I've got my new turntable. Nice one. Nice one. Is that the new Mark one, or is it the Technics one that you got? I can't remember which one it was now you bought anyway from it. But great stuff, mate. Because I know the other one was, the other one went, didn't it? Yeah, which brand is it, mate? I think it was the one on eBay that you showed me before. Oh, it's cool. Yeah, it's a direct drive JVC record player. It sounds bloody awesome. Play Kind of Magic and does it and done a verse with a Kind of Magic Hollywood Records master. And oh my god, this thing, this US press is brilliant. The US edition of it. I tell you what, the US versions, as I've always said, the US versions are great stuff. Great stuff indeed. It's one to avoid. Keep away. Oh, you want to keep away from the US press? Oh, God. Oh, dear. Mustn't have been a proper George Marino master. Just got Shameless full DVD set. I watched bits before the beginning. It was okay. This Steve and Fiona Doppy love story is cringy. But the Marjories come into the story with Mickey and Shane. The best person to speak to about that is Chris. Chris is a massive fan of Shameless. I'm not a fan of Shameless, and I don't like the series. It is one of those series I just can't get my head around it at all. You know, oh, by the way, the US one is to avoid a lot, right? So that was actually a bad idea to get the US version of that album. Well, that's a bit of a shame, because I thought Highway Records would have done a good job of that one. Because I thought, a bit funny, isn't it? Saying that though, I mean, what's his name? He did all the remasters for all the albums. I still can't remember his bloody name. What's his name again? Bob Ludwig. That's his name. Bob Ludwig did a really, really good a job of the masters. Whether the Horror Records messed it up, don't know. Just get the original version of it. It's better. I also found the solution. To all my BC Riches problems. After months of research, I found the cure for this problem. Just buy it from the US. The one who played Jeremy Maguire is Jim Hutton in the movie. Ah, right. Okay, gotcha. Bob Ludwig is the man. Bob Ludwig is the man. It's good. From Shameless, yes. Okay, so that's what it is. Well, as long as if you guys know the show, I don't know the show. I could not get my head around it at all. I had to just maybe I was trying to watch it at Chris's house and I was thinking, I don't know what this story is all about, mate. It's like you're just gonna have to I just thought, I don't know, it was kind of weird. And I might have to rewatch it again. I don't know. It's cheaper it's cheaper, and Guitar Center is a trusted website. Well, I heard a guitar set. My speech is terrible today. I have heard of Guitar Center, yes, and it's a good site indeed. It's cool. So it's very good indeed. So Queen stuff now. Let's move on to Queen stuff because I haven't talked about Queen for a while. Me and Mark talk about Queen a lot actually. Now, Mark's got his channel up and running now. He's going to be uploading some Queen videos of him drumming. He did Heaven for Everyone, and that's the one he's actually doing at the minute. He's editing that video right now. That'll be available on his channel soon. And he is also done, well, actually he's doing quite a lot of good videos coming up. But he's starting to do drum videos now, which is really good. So look out for those videos coming out. It'll be really exciting indeed for it. Be so cool. Everyone's just lying here, just really relaxing. Yeah, I know I look red. I think I'm look red. Not that bad actually. But that's the way I was just walking in the sunshine today. It was really nice on there. Nice walk today. It's a nice walk. Lovely for Devon anyway. Me and Devon went out today. So that was cool. Just get out of the house for a bit. It was a normal work. All work was done today. Just kind of not bothered with a thing in it. What's Mark's favourite Queen song? Let's ask him that. New Horizons Brian May has grown on me, mate. I play the Tones version, and so is Starfleet. Starfleet is not one of my favourite albums. I don't know why. I just don't know. It's kind of, like me and Chris probably said, obviously, many years ago when we started our Queen collections up, I just think Starfleet is not. It's very difficult to understand Starfleet. It's just like an album that is not. It's an album that it's probably me, but I think Brian and Eddie Van Halen don't work. It's just me. New Horizon is New Starfleet. Oh, right, okay, I got you. Starfleet Project is not my sort of thing. The New Horizon thing, yeah, possibly. Well, I've heard it anyway. It's only for NASA. But tell you what, though, it's worth it for what it's worth anyway. So, can't go wrong with that. But saying that, though, I mean, yeah, fair enough. It's got its tastes and it's got its styles and stuff. So, I suppose it's okay. But, yeah, that's fine. I have so many face paint mixes. Yeah, he's got a lot of favourites. Yeah, he doesn't know which one's his best, though. Compare every guitarist in the world. I think Brian May is the first one to make his own custom guitar that's big. Yeah, that's very true. That Brian's first guitar was made all entirely from a piece of firewood, and his dad helped him out, and he just decided to make his own guitar. Especially all that stuff is brilliant compared to the race by Dimebag Darrell from Pantera. Oh, cool. It's very unusual, but Hard Radio was playing a lot of their old stuff. They were playing The Art of Shredding, and they played. What's the play of the week? Oh, it was Set the Demon Free. I think it was called Frustration. The Frustration song. I love it to bits. And they always keep playing Cowboys from Hell. Cowboys from Hell, the whole album is so brilliant. And man, I like The Devil in Me. I love that song, really good. But yeah, I do like the early stuff from. I love the Pantera stuff better than Philip's solo career is a little bit weird. Philip on Samuel's solo stuff, it's kind of not like Pantera. Pantera's just brilliant. I do like the one of the songs I do like, which has got a repetitive, like a really darker version of Metallica. Low. It's called Low, and Low song. Love that to bits. Love that song. I love Pantera. I love Pantera's puppets. And especially Terry Dake coming in and producing it. Fucking charming stuff, guys. Have you heard the new Roger Taylor song, There's Now? Different versions where Roger has... Yes, I know. Yes. Yeah, the remix of that Gangsters song is brilliant. It is really good. It's just so cool. Really cool. The Purtle mix of it. Purtle mix is brilliant. Wow. Really incredible. I'm glad I said Roger's gone back. He's got Roger's rock sound he's gone back to where he lost it. It's since Electric Fire. I'm really glad he has. I'm very glad. It's about time. He needs to really, really get back to the rock field. None of this boring or rubbish he's done before. I mean, I keep saying that the album he brought out a couple of years ago, that solo album he brought out, bin it. Just bin it. It's just shit. Even though I never get the chance to see them again. My mum's seen them, and there was a power cut during the power cut. They trashed the fucking stage and rights kicked off. Yeah, I know. That's just Pantera, by the way. Well, Pantera are just so brilliant. I mean, if you guys have seen their live shows, the last ever live show with Dimebag before he got shot. You know, that's one of the rarest that's still to this day talked about when you see that video, and it's been posted. That's cool. Holy Man sounds bloody good, recorded around the Cosmos Rock sessions. Yeah, it was. It was called at the Priory Studios, where Roger. Well, I don't know if Roger still got it or not, but it might be changed now. But saying that, could be. But yeah, but I'll talk something else as well in a minute that I really disagree with. Get out now, pussy bummer. So here's something else this is something else I will disagree with, right? And this is what I will disagree with. I don't like the Cosmos Rocks to bits. I don't like it. I just think it's the worst cover art, worst. It's not one of the worst albums from Queen, but it's not Queen. It isn't. It's just Paul Rodgers solo crap, and it's just not Queen. Sorry to say, it isn't. You can all ooh and ah and whom and how about it, but my point of view is that album should never have been done because it's just shit. I mean, say it's not true. Great song. That's not Queen. It's not an album I like, because that's just not that the one that just branding out the name. It's just like Paul Rodgers' solo album. Yeah, and all you do is just brand out the name for it. Brand out Queen. It's just as they are. It isn't Queen anymore. Drop it, for fuck's sake. Everyone thinks there was no point in the album because there's no point in it. What? Look. I don't understand. Right. Okay. Here's something I'll talk about. Right. Here's something I'll talk about. Has anybody ever heard of Glenn Tipton's solo albums? The two solo albums he released, Baptism of Fire, and the other one they released as well. Right. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to criticize them at all. I'm just going to say something. Right. Yes, I'm glad it was done, and Glenn Tipton is a great guitarist from Judas Priest. Right. The solo album brought out was an album he did many years ago with Cozy Powell and Don Entwistle, right? What he did, he just wanted to get these out because people wanted to hear this stuff. Rhino gave him an offer to do it, and they did it that way. See, this is the thing that people don't understand about why did this Queen thing happen and everything else. Why did all this come around? I mean, Brian was not really excited to get back into recording, and neither was Roger. So, what they did for a rehearsal, just a rehearsal recording, they recorded a 12-minute version of live in the studio of a song called Runaway, and that version has never been heard. They cut it down to about 5 minutes because they thought it was too long for the album to put on it, which was fine. And basically, they just wondered if it would just kick off anything. So they recorded it, they issued it to the website, and everybody thought that this kind of works for a covers album, but not for a Queen album. So basically, they just wanted to try it to see if it would work for EMI's point of view. So then celebrities getting written, and they talk about obviously the way the industry's gone bad and everything, and it's just like singers are not good now to what we had in the past, and everything is just like everything from a celebrity sort of thing doesn't seem to blend very well with the track. That was not a bad song when it came out, but it doesn't seem like it's got that sort of that gel Queenie vibe to it. It hasn't got that gel to it, and that's the thing that people don't talk about. And then so what's the question that I said before? Well, why did they get the deal with EMI? Well, here's why they did it. Here's why they did it. They did it because, first of all, they were basically going to try the Paul Rogers tour, the Queen and Paul Rogers thing tour, kicked it off very well. Young generation, not our generation. They wanted to see what would happen with a new singer coming into it. And they worked with Paul Rogers on a song in 1989, which was only the Top of the Pops only, and it was called Calling You. And that was a song that they were releasing the first time round. And I'll get back to the comments in a minute. But here's the thing, right? When that came out, that was just a try to see if Brian and Paul would work well. And it did work well. If you watch that performance of it on YouTube, the Calling Me, Reaching Out, sorry, it's called Reaching Out, then watch that, because that gives you an insight of what we're doing. And then he was playing, obviously, with Brian again on All Right Now. And then he goes on to discussions in what was happening and everything. They had a meeting about it, really, about what was happening, what was going to happen with the band. Then Brian and Roger go to Holland in 2000 to go and do the special one-off We Will Rock You presentation thing, and it worked very well for them. But they would feel that they were missing a singer, and then they were looking around, hawking around. Jeff was the first one to be approached by the band. He was the first one, but the commitments that Jeff was doing, Jeff couldn't do it, and he had to do Talisman. He had to do his own sort of projects, and I had considered him to be the front runner for to be that, but he couldn't do it because Jeff had so much on his plate at the time, and he still can't do it because he's still got so much on his plate. So then they find out the nearest voice to what they have is Paul Rogers. But Paul Rogers doesn't work. It just doesn't work. What gets me is Paul Rogers is a bluesy singer with Free and Bad Company. When they brought out that DVD, I thought it was the most worst DVD they ever brought out. It was a shockingness. It was one of the worst DVDs and worst concerts I've ever seen in my life. Everybody only went to see Brian and Roger on stage. They didn't want to know about the singer. So you can tell in the filming of that video, it was not the best in the world. It wasn't the best concert. It was just shit. It was only for the younger generation who wanted to know Queen and wanted to know who this new singer was and who the band was. They didn't even know about who he was, who the lead singer was. They just wanted to go there for the hell of it. So one night they did like a rehearsal, like a free concert one night. Then they did then they did like the main one after that as well with the other stuff. But they just felt that it was good to play, but that wasn't Queen at their best. So it was disappointing. So yeah, that's why I don't like about it when they try so hard to do what they can, and they try to be best as they can. You'll never ever get a Freddie ever again. Mia Martel's brilliance with that Queen Extravaganza show that he does in America now, which is his own show now because he's got the rights to do that show now. Brian Rogers got no involvement in that anymore now. But all the rights were given over to Mark Martel now to let him do the show as he wants to do it, which is great stuff he does, brilliant. And then you get Jeff Soto involved in that, and he's still involved in that show, which is brilliant. So that gives you two minds of how the real Queen with Adam Lambert, right? That thing doesn't work at all. The Adam Lambert thing just does not work at all. It just does not work. It's just Adam Lambert is not right for that band. Sorry to say. For me, he's just like a performer who's wanting to try and have his own way. And the press slagged it off so much about it and said, well, why did you come into this? Why did you do that? And when he goes, and I mean, the interview that was done in America was all Great. He comes to the UK and they slag him off. They just slag him off so much and say, why do you think you're better than Freddie? Why do you think you're doing that? Everybody didn't like him. Everybody hated him and said, just go away. And that's why the UK just didn't like him. They don't like him at all. They just don't like him for his appearance. Don't like him for his singing. Don't even like anything of him. So, but now they just want to avoid the UK and they want to go to the USA now and play in the USA for better gigs and stuff. And that's it really for us. Anyway, that's the whole point of that thing anyway. What are your thoughts on Top of the Pops and the fact it only comes on Christmas? Now, Top of the Pops was a great show in the 60s and 70s and 80s. 90s was shit, but Chris Carey came in and did that anyway. Watched a really good documentary about the Top of the Pops story actually, which was very, very interesting. In fact, I'm very glad that they did make this decision. I'm glad they made this decision that they did, and it's another thing that they started to do is when the show ended, the woman who agreed to have it over at the BBC Two was to change it off, obviously, for what it's worth. Get in and lie down now. Yeah. So I've been watching this. I watched this documentary about it, and she basically said that what we wanted to do was bring it over to BBC Two, but to have Top of the Pops on BBC Two, but call it number 2 because it was going to be a mixture of the old stuff with the new stuff and a bit of both in it really for it, and highlights of best shows and stuff as well for it and stuff. And I thought it was a good idea. And then the BBC Two kept it for many years, and they still got it to this day. For what I can understand now is if they ever did that show now, it would be terrible. And I'm glad that they did. I'm glad that they just, because I remember the bad one they brought out was the celebrity special one, and that, to be honest with you, that should have just been a no at all for that one. I don't have to agree with that actually. It's called Reaching Out. That's what I said. I said it's called Reaching Out. It's calling you. That's on the album of the 5 Live EP. That's all it is. Yeah, it's Reaching Out. It's the one you got to watch, guys. It's good. Jim Jenkins just gave me some news. Queen news. Oh, right. Okay. What has he? Has he got some exclusive stuff to tell us about Queen? That must be interesting from Mark's perspective because Mark talks to him a lot. I can never get a chance to speak to that guy a lot because it's just he's a busy guy. Actually, well, while you get that news ready, let me tell you something that I have had a thought of. Right, this has been in my brain all day. Apparently, when I was on a walk with her, I've been going back into the Freddie Mercury Barcelona album outtakes versions from the box set, which is up there, right? And I've been going through all the tracks that they did for the album, and I was mentioning before, there's a version of Freddie Mercury who sings on this compilation anyway, which is really good. So here's something that I was trying to figure out in my brain today. Was there other outtakes apparently left off this box set that they have never issued yet from this? Because I think there is a lot more in the vaults is where it is. So it got me thinking, and I thought, right, so EMI issued this box set in 2000, and they got all the takes they could of the stuff. But it looks to me like there's a lot more missing than I expected to be. There's a lot more missing. Fair enough, they couldn't put like the Jackson stuff in there because it wasn't allowed to put in it. But there's a lot more stuff that I don't think there's still stuff missing from that box set. That's my opinion. If anybody's got a box set, then tell me if I'm right or wrong. But I think I could be right about this. Possibly. But I think there's more stuff in that box set that I'm thinking now. I'm thinking, there is stuff missing out of that box set. So it probably is right then. Probably is right. You never know. So yeah, so we're gonna find out what this news is from Mark in a minute. Mark's tapping away going as well. There is. I watched back my recent live. I watched my recent live stream the other day. I'm trying to find a bit where I was doing with the TV shows and stuff. I found it. I was watching it back. I was like, "Ooh, that's cool." Right. Okay. If we talk about it before, sorry. if I forgot to test, but do you believe there is a lead vocal of Freddie singing "Man on Fire" as Facebook uploaded a pic on there? Nah, no such thing. There's no such thing. It's complete bollocks. No, there's never ever been a version of it. The only thing you're probably thinking of is a version of a song called "I'll Cry for You," and "I'll Cry for You" on the B side of it has got Freddie's vocals on that, on the 12-inch single version of "Strange Frontier." Nope, there's never been that. BBC's make a documentary of the miracle. Finally! Oh, fucking time, like. Which will track down the original kids and see how they are now after 30 years on from the video. In 1989, the beginning, all the kids together after 30 years. Well, it's about fucking time. Why did they have to wait so bloody long for it? So that'll be an hours-long documentary cut down for BBC rights only. Stupid bloody BBC. Stop making all these hour-long programmes, please. Stop cutting them out. Yeah, yeah. But it's a Queen version of the song, right? So what I don't understand, this is what I hate about BBC. The BBC can suck my arse. The BBC, I can't stand the BBC so much because all they do is they make all these plans and rules, but what they have to say, what they've got to say behind the scenes is, right, you guys are going to recreate the video, right? But please bear in mind, you've got to follow our rules. You've got to follow our rules. I'm talking to you. BBC, I can't stand them. I don't like the BBC. I hate the BBC so much. I do. I fucking hate it. But saying that though, for this documentary, I'll say one thing about it is BBC can do what the hell they want, but I don't like it when they do montages of stupid things in it, and they shouldn't do that. So behave. This isn't going to you, by the way, Mark. It's going to the BBC. The BBC can suck my ass. I couldn't give a shit about the BBC. So, but saying that though, that'll be well worth watching. But if they do that stupid montage thing, well, that'll be edited out straight away. But BBC can just think they've got all this money in the world and they make documentaries and stuff. BBC 4, no, an hour's worth documentary, hour. BBC's got to stop doing that. They've got to stop doing hour-long documentaries and bring out uncut versions of bloody documentaries, please. Thank you very much. Because I hate it when the BBC do that. I hate it. Why can't they leave things alone? That should be pretty good, that. I mean, that'd be good to watch that. Yeah. See if Ross is there. BBC are a bunch of hypocrites. BBC are terrible. A documentary is going to be called Omnibus Docu-Series. Oh, Omnibus is getting rebooted, is it? Well, actually, they did do a documentary of, but they didn't do it. Right. Total bullshit for a start. Annie Yentob, who was part of BBC, great guy. And Michael Lego, great guy as well. BBC, Light Entertainment, Head of Entertainment, brilliant. Omnibus, right? But Omnibus, this is something you have to know, right? This is important. They did a BBC. They did a what was it called? The Harmony Game by Simon & Garfunkel. It's not full, by the way. It's totally cut down. What the BBC like to do is put like their own variation of stuff on the very beginning of it. Total nonsense for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes of 2 minutes of video. 5 minutes of someone talking bollocks about how a record was made and everything else. Then it goes into the omnibus, I think, isn't it? Then it cut to the DVD version of the film, right? Now, I've seen the uncut version of that DVD, right, and it's totally brilliant. This is the Simon & Garfunkel one. What they'll do, right, is to do the same as what they'll do. Get Annie Yentob to talk some bullshit about saying Queen was great in the 60s and everything else. Show a video of Queen, just put him in there, 7 minutes long, then forward it to like 7 minutes long, then straight to the DVD documentary of it. Ridiculous. No plan the date of it though, but it will be filmed this year. Well, that's all right then. But I tell you what, but from what I can understand, see, this is what they did. If you remember, the last thing they showed of Queen was the Brian May thing with his thing on it, which was the Bohemian Rhapsody, Inside the Rhapsody documentary. That documentary should never have been filmed in the first place. In my point of view, I really didn't like it because the BBC just repetitively, just basically just bollocks it all up. Oh, you have to put this in again. No, let's put this in. No, let's put that in. Let's take bits off there. Let's just repeat the same thing as before. And let's just have a little interview with Brian for like 20 minutes. But let's make it an hour-long documentary. No. I have a better idea. Let's make it this one. Let's make it that one. Let's make it this one. Let's make it that one. Let's put sections in Milk and Purr in there. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's put Roger in there. Let's put like an old thing of him from '77. Let's put the Bob stuff in. Let's do that. Great stuff. Export MP4. Put it in BBC One. And BBC just mess it up so much and just go, that's how we should do it, guys. That's how we should edit a video. Let's just put it up there with Gary Taylor and say, Gary Taylor is an arsehole. Gary Taylor can suck my dick. So I'll put my point of view, you fuck off. That's why the BBC, I don't like the BBC so much. The main reason why people should never forget the BBC is mainly Jimmy Simons. It's nothing to do with that. It's got nothing to do with that. Only person knew about it was who got shut down for it was Johnny Rotten. Well, it's not true. There's a Pink Floyd one on all the kids who all recorded Another Brick in the Wall in 2009. So maybe all of us are now doing it with Queen. Maybe. If it's going around the same idea as what it is, then possibly. Possibly. That's here on YouTube, by the way. Yeah, there's all those things on YouTube. You can watch it if you want to. If you want to watch edited versions of 10cc, the story of them. If you want to watch edited versions of DVDs that have been out already. If you want to watch edited versions of stuff, be my guest. So I don't care. You can just fuck off and do what they want. Oh, we've got to be for an hour though. Can't show the whole documentary of this. You can't show any more of this Freddie Mercury documentary. Hour only. Hour only. Ooh, gotta cut it down. Oh, it's naughty. That's what started off in the first place. Was that whole documentary thing. Hour-long documentary though. Mark Hagan had to do it. I've got to edit out bits in here. I've got to be the producer of it. I've got to make sure everything's fine with it. Can't show any bits and pieces in there. No. The only time I heard about the Sex Pistols and Queen together was when Freddie crashed with Sid during recording of a session. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They were recording at the same studios, to be honest. They were doing God Save the Queen, and the Queen was playing in the same studios. Well, not the same studio, but like the same building. Wessex was a really good place actually to go and record there because it was brilliant. One of Queen's best ever heavy stuff is It's Late. 626, can't go wrong with that fucking track. It's Late is one of their best heavy shit songs in the world. So fantastic. Acted out like a play. Bloody fantastic song that. One of Queen's really great successful songs that. Bloody good. Right, I'm off to get my tea, mate. I'll call you later. Yep, have a steak, mate. I'll be free. See you, bud. Cheers, Mark. Thanks a lot. Sid is the poser of punk. Sid was really amazing. I think his version of My Way is still considered his best work ever done. That few that live that dimension. He the great sex scandal that came out is something that's really good indeed. The first known thrash songs by Queen was Stone Cold Crazy. Yes, Stone Cold Crazy was their first one. Then they did Sheer Heart Attack, which was basically that song was for the Sex Pistols. That's all it was. So it's actually for what you call it, but it's great. Why do people shit on Keep Yourself Alive saying it's not a good song? I love it. Keep Yourself Alive is so good. My dad heard the first Queen album all the way through and he loved it. He said it was brilliant. And he just wondered what all the controversy about it was. And he heard Keep Yourself Alive and he loved the riff on it. He said it was really good. And Keep Yourself Alive. Actually, Keep Yourself Alive has also been known around the world for Slayer doing Cowboys from Hell. They used the same guitar riff in that idea for it. They speeded up guitar with and stuff. But my point of view, Keep Yourself Alive is a really good start to the band. The only thing about Keep Yourself Alive is we never ever saw the Pink version of that first recording they did. The only version they did was Basing Street Studios one. They couldn't be bothered to put on like the Pink version, which was the most popular version they did. Now the Roosevelt version as well for Russell Test. What's the deal with that? Well, because the BBC owns it. Stupid. Hey. Oh, I'm not having a Skype call, mate. I'm having a phone call with them. It's on my phone. My phone's charged at the minute. It's not a Skype call, mate. No, I'm gonna have to go on Skype, mate. If you just want something on his computer, it's going to be done by TeamViewer, so there'll be a couple of things sorted with it. Which I've got to remember to get in that program from, which I do have on my computer. I think. I'll have to see it because I've got my computer actually up, so I hope I have. But you know, to be honest with you, Queen was good in the 70s. More productive, more songs, more stuff. Even the song I've got coming out soon from JoJo, Release Me. I desperately get that song out badly. That would be something really incredible to do with that. So that would be something cool. Something good. I think if Freddie is alive now, he will be disgusted at the way the music industry is now. I totally agree with that actually. He would say things like, I really hate this new scene they're bringing out. You know, it's a shame the rock community is not getting recognised for what they're doing. It's a shame about that because everybody's promoting everything on YouTube now because everybody's promoting all the videos on YouTube and they get more play on YouTube than playing on radio stations. You see, the thing that I really I'm disgusted with is the way that I've said it all along. You probably heard what I'm going to say. I would say from a point of view, right, and if this happens, then it does. The whole scene now in the UK is crap. The rock community scene is not the rock community scene that I think it is today. It's not. Now, it's very unusual how I was listening to hard radio today, and they were playing a song from Tigers of Pantang, and they play a song called Blood Red Sky, and that got played on Planet Rock Radio. Now I don't like Planet Rock Radio anymore. You know, I've got a right argument with those guys, and I still have an argument today with those guys. Why are they not changing their policy anymore? I don't want to hear bloody. See, I don't understand this at all. I mean, right. I was watching a documentary on that top 2000 Holland show that they're filming now. Bloody fantastic. I started to watch a part of the Doobie Brothers and listen to the music, and that to me is a dynamite song that's been released all over the world. And I love that so much. And that tells me it's called, that's classic rock, right? So what I don't understand is Planet Rock's supposed to be a rock station. They're not playing like Kicking Valentina. They're not playing Issa. They're not playing Revolution Saints. They're not playing anything at all on their station at all, right? They are trying. They're trying not to be too heavy. They can play Mr. Brownstone, but they can't play the swearing version of it because they've got to reverse the tape. That's fine, fair enough. And then you go to the new scene that I don't like at all. I've never heard these people. I don't even start me on this, right? Someone's done a somebody, I have to slag it. Actually, I've got to slag this off because really this is disgusting, to be honest. there is an American singer who did a song by Mama Cass. And I don't think she's the best singer in the world. And to be very honest with you, I really wish this woman would just go and die in a grave. I wish she would just get shot. Because what I really hate is the way that she has decided, at her own terms, she decided to release the song Make Your Own Kind of Music from Mama Cass from 1968. How dare she do that? You've butchered a classic. You've basically butchered a song that has no resemblance at all to what you're singing. So what do? You decide it's in the best interest that the record company decided that they want to bring it out. But that's total crap for a start. So you listen to the original, and the original to me is brilliant. She does it. She's like a tube up her arse. I couldn't even sing to save her life. She's like a drowned rat when she sings. And I don't like it at all. So I'll tell you something, right? If anybody mentions one word of anybody in the charts, I don't want to know about it. It's total shit. Stick to listen to fucking rock music and get yourselves a fucking life, will you? And that's what really pisses me off. So that's why people don't want to get on this level, because people think we're not doing what I'm doing. It's not to the point. You write stuff, you do stuff, you produce the stuff, you bring it out, you get people to hear it and they love it so much. All of a sudden, people are slagging everything off about, oh, the UK music scene sucks. It's like, well, I listen to this stuff, it's mine. It's like, it's not, it's just annoying, it's called headache stuff. It doesn't make any sense. You're getting performers trying to get out there and doing what they can. I do have to respect one band though, Panic at Panic, that Jade got me into. Brilliant. That's what you call a band being a band. Because right now, everything else that people are doing now can just go to hell. I'm not interested at all in it. It's just boring. It just makes you feel like you want to drown in a pool and just want to kill them. And just get a bomb at Sony Music and go. It's annoying. It is annoying. Anyway, moving on from that. It's just noise with pointless lyrics, and the mainstream media is promoting and saying the individual who sings, those are seen as influences to a new generation of kids. Not the metalhead, that is spot on. That's exactly what I was talking about before in the UK music scene, right? I even look back when a kid was singing the lyrics to Supertez. I've got no idea what you're on about. I'm disgusted looking back at that and they say metal is bad. Metal's not bad. Metal is metal. And metal is anything you want to do. Album first, Tez, then tour second, Tez, you want to make music. That's the way you do it. Yep. But at the moment, we're not actually gigging with Jade in a minute. We still got a lot more stuff coming out. I'm telling you. Wait till we get these next two videos shoot. Wait until we get the Pain filmed, and then wait until we get the Not Just You filmed. I'm telling you, our channel's going to go like that. Bring the Sound of Silence out is going to be whoa. She's honestly done a good job with this Sound of Silence. I will be uploaded on my channel, guys, by the way, because of copyright issues. But saying that it'll go on her channel. Can't wait. It's going to be great. But I said, well, she's going to bring it out as a YouTube video and won't be releasing a video on the album. I mean, I talked to her about it, and I talked to her and said, well, obviously, we could bring it out and restitch, but just said, well, can we do it on Gothic Songbook 2? And I said, we'll sort it out later. We'll discuss. We'll decide what we're going to do. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing. It depends on. So. Oh, he's just sent me a cover of the back sleeve. That looks a lot better, that actually. What you can do is, Jan, if you're still here, could you do one thing? Could you touch up on the sides of the blue to make it stand out like a proper blue transparency. And could you take? Can you? I was wondering if you could put it in this thingy. Can you take the text off the top, make it nice blue, make it nice red, and get rid of all the croppy sides and stuff? But that looks great. That actually looks a bit better. Maybe a bit too big, but can you touch it down just a tiny bit? And if there's anything else you got to put in there, then do it that way from this. It's absolutely fine. That's looking good. What's wrong with the text on the button? Is there something too small? What? What's with the text on the button? What do you mean? Oh, you mean the text on the text on the thing? I got no idea. No idea. It's fine. It's fine as it is. Let's see. Even though it sounds what? I like it. Even normal pop music requires less than a couple of chords, and if there's anything else but more chords in a fast-paced pace, then it can be considered it. Even though it sounds too ambitious, my band becomes big. I want to let the music industry know that political correctness and the establishment can fuck off. That is exactly why I don't like using other people's things in it. Oh, that. No, it's fine. In the notice in the corner. No, that's fine. Just well, actually, it could be done a little bit bigger. Yeah, a bit bigger on the text for the thing, and see what the issue is with it and stuff's going on. You never know you're from anyway. Right, I've got to get out of here soon in 15 minutes because things are going to look bad. Is there Queensville tomorrow? Nope, there's no Queensville tomorrow, guys. I had to switch this day. I had to switch Tuesday to today. Tomorrow I cannot be. I've got a meeting tomorrow with Mac on Skype, and I have to have this conversation for 2 hours, and I've got a massive meeting with them. So nope, I can't do tomorrow, guys. I'll be back on Queensville. Well, this is what's happening on Saturday, as far as I'm concerned. Sunday's still going ahead with the Queen shoot. Saturday, there's something on Saturday I'm supposed to be doing, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, Saturday I'm supposed to be going back to Jade's house, but I don't think I am. But possibly doing Queensville on Saturday. But I've got a lot to do on Saturday. But I'll try and do Queensville on Saturday, guys. But no, there's no Queensville tomorrow. This is why I had to be changed from today. So, you watch this back, then it's Tuesday. If you know, it's Monday. So if you get an idea anyway from it. Okay, so got 15 minutes before I leave. Let's have a look. Why are we judging people from jokes they made in the past, and why are we easily offended from other words that are not physical? I'll let you decide that. I don't answer for it. Rocket Man in a few weeks. Oh yeah. I know. I heard about this thing. I really want to see that movie. Queen movie was good. I want to see that movie next. I'm not going to cinemas now. Oh, no way. £10 a ticket to go and see it? My God. No. I'll go and I'll just download it. Yeah. If it comes out in America first, I'll download the American version of it. If it comes out in the UK first, then no. But yeah, I want to see the American version. I want to see it Rocket Man. It looks really good. It's got, because apparently Benny and the Jets on the live version that he does in the movie, the guy's playing it. Very interesting. There's no the follow up to the Queen movie. I don't know yet. I've got no idea. We'll see. Try out this YouTuber called Paul Joseph Watson. He opened my ass politically. He's the reason why I left Labour. All right. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? All right, guys. We have some. I've got something to tell you guys that I forgot to mention in the last Queensville live stream I did last time. As you all know, this is kind of a pretty serious thing to talk about, really. So I hope you guys do the label. And you're all going to be thinking, who's gone? And what's going on? Well, well, Alex, who joined us at the beginning of last year, or was it middle of last year? It was. She released her album The Garden Light, which has been the most popular album we've released all over the bloody UK. It's been a phenomenal success. She sent me a personal message on Facebook, which really did make me feel upset and made me feel really down. She just basically said she doesn't want any part of she doesn't want to do anything to do with this label, and she's been going through a lot of pressure, not from myself, but technically yes, I am to blame for most of this, because what I did was I contacted her so many times, and she refused to answer any phone calls, and things just got too thingy. All I wanted to ask her how was everything going, and how everything was going fine, and everything was well. And the reason that she didn't want to message me about it was she said that I just think my family needs to be left alone, and I don't want to be contacted anymore. And I thought, and she said, anything I talk to you, you'll get it, but give me time to sort it out. And I was just going to reply to her and say, well, thank you very much for telling me this. Why did you not tell me this in the first place? When we could have told me in the very beginning of when you left anyway. And you just said, obviously, it's just because of personal problems of getting with it. So as far as I'm concerned, Alex is not coming back at all. Great singer, fantastic person, really light-hearted. We still got material left over from what she recorded. We still have the one song, Tell Me, that she recorded, that we might release. But I have to go back to Mac for that. If I'll be talking to Mac about that tomorrow, actually, because I didn't have time to go through all the stuff with them on the day. But we still have Tell Me that we still have got her vocals for, and she did pull it off so well. Now, if we can clean up the vocals a bit and get that out, that would be brilliant to get out for it. He's had that song sitting in his studio for over quite a few years and never had a chance to get anybody for it. But Alex pulled it off very well. So I think it's the best respect is to really bring that one out next. Bring out Tell Me as her final track, and we'll go back and have a look at that with Mandy in the time, and we'll see what we can do with that, because we kind of it's just a shame that we really didn't get a chance to finish off what we wanted to finish. Although she did do all the vocals for the song. What did she do? The song Time Rider. Now I'm glad that was done. And then for her last one we did, which was the song Tightrope, we just basically uploaded that one. I mean, our SoundCloud can get sorted out soon, guys. We do promise it will be uploaded. We will probably load that to SoundCloud and YouTube as well. But we just thought it'd be better than nice to do a video of that as well, again in the studio, and do a camera thing and do like a big reasons thing, sort of thing. So I thought I'd just say that, guys, because as I said before, I know it's a bit sad that somebody departed again. I think I'm just losing interest in people, to be honest. But we're still going to carry on. I mean, Jade's still here. JoJo's still here. Time being. Nathan's still here. And he's working his arse off, to be honest. But I've got to find somebody else now to just get these songs out, because I've still got a load of songs in that I still want to get out. So if Northern Metalhead is watching this back, find me a female singer. Anyone you can. Try your best, mate. So yeah. But I've got a lot to sort out, guys, tomorrow. So that's why tomorrow's important. So yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to be leaving soon. On the bright side, Ozzy Osbourne is to be scheduled his concert February the 7th. I know, I heard about this. I've heard apparently he's in a sad mood for some reason. He was in his mode of what he was doing anyway from it, and he was fine with it, so it's cool. So yeah. Yeah, see you soon. I'm not going anywhere yet. I'm not finished yet. Well, we're finishing soon anyway from this. You call me 10 minutes. Because I need to talk to you. That's my bread. But yeah, we're still going to happen. We're going to go on. We'll find somebody. More than that'll find somebody anyway. Cool. My Metallica tickets came. I know they did. I know. I heard all about it. Very glad that, in fact, people go to see Metallica. People go to see Metallica so well because Metallica is a good band and they're also amazing. And they're great. That's cool. Okay, so that is it, guys. That's Queensville tonight. So that's why this schedule had to be rescheduled from tomorrow to today. I can't do tomorrow, guys, because tomorrow I'm busy. So that's the reason why I've got studio work tomorrow. I've got her to look after, and everything else as well. And I am hot as well. But thank you much, guys, for tuning in tonight. I'm sorry this had to be stream had to be done tonight, but like I say, guys, it was the last minute thing I had to do. But you all know, guys, I'm a busy guy as always and stuff. So I'll keep you guys updated on the next stream. I hope to come back on Saturday to a live stream. If a live stream doesn't get planned on Saturday, we'll move it to the Friday because something on Saturday is happening. I don't know what it is. But I've got to get everything ready for Sunday for Mark and me. He's going to be doing some filming on Sunday, which is going to be so cool. Anyway, guys, that's it for me out of here. Catch you guys next week. Don't forget, Jade's album is coming up soon. Hope you like the artwork. And I'll see you guys soon for another Queensville. Look out for Sunday because Sunday's going to be interesting. See you guys later. Bye.